with Angie McMann.
Yes, that's me. Under one of these hearts is a message telling you how to best manifest and attract more love into your life. Which heart calls to you? Love seekers who picked the first pile. Your message for this week is power. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. Remember, we draw to us the love we think we deserve, so check what you actually believe about yourself. Okay? Now we have past life relationship. You have known each other before, and I believe this is a soul connection for sure. Past life connection. So you're going to recognize them. You're being drawn together. That's what you need to know for this week. It's happening. You just got to get out there and you got to live your life. I mean, just live your life in happiness, in finding contentment with yourself. And that's how you're going to draw them. Because when you're cranky and when you're mad about being single and when you hate yourself and you're not feeling your best, the universe is like, yeah, you know what? You're right. You're not ready. So it's really important to get up and dance and tell yourself you're happy and try. Because if you don't even try, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just drawing garbage to you. And that's a universal fact. So now your next one is, it feels familiar because it is. So this person, you're going to recognize them. Soul level recognition. You'll be like, I already like you instantly. You're like, I like you. Okay, so they're coming, but be ready. So now it says their higher self speaks to you through music. Okay, here's the funny thing. Reading that, it could be that you're sitting somewhere. Here's the weirdest thing. I just got this vision. You're sitting somewhere. It could be a Denny's. It could be McDonald's. It could be a bar, but whatever, you hear somebody talking about a song, some obscure song, it's a band that you love, that you didn't think anybody else even knew about the band. Whatever it is, it could be your favorite song, and you hear them and you turn around and you look at them and then your eyes meet and you're like, you're speechless because there's that magnetic connection. So be open to those things, be out and about, move your body, get your vibration up because they're on their way. And you want to bring your best self to draw out their best self, and they should be in their best form. So the universe is promising you this. You chose this pile. The universe is saying they're coming. You're already drawing it. Make sure that you're ready. And this, it appears with this particular drawing that the sign is going to come through music. Okay. And then the next, listen to your inner, listen, that was my fingers cracking, sorry. Listen to your inner music. Yeah, they're there. Your sign is going to have something to do with a song. They play a weird instrument that, whatever it is. Okay, there's your message for this week. I am wishing you all the love, and I will talk to you next week. Lovers number 2, you are looking for love and your answer is to be, all right, so we got remarkable. Notice everything remarkable about your relationships. This is a kind of gratitude on who's in your life now and being why, if your relationship is getting kind of stagnant and you're just, you're not feeling all bubbly love anymore, you can always reproduce that because honestly, you fell in love with them for a reason. So remember the reason. And if it's a friendship that you're trying to draw to you, a best friend or, someone to share time with, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. Just think of what is amazing. People want to be around people who make them feel good. That's a fact, right? We're drawn to people who make us feel good about ourselves. Those are the people we want to spend time with. So now the universe is saying it's your turn to think about the good things in other people because that will reflect and they'll sense it. People sense it when you like them. We also sense it when someone doesn't. So if you're putting out good energy that you really appreciate something about somebody, who doesn't love to hear a compliment? Who does not love to hear a compliment? Now, because you got this card, the remarkable card, being appreciative, it says you do deserve love. You deserve love. So grab it, take it, go for it. Look at this. She's ready to shoot that arrow. Know the kind of love you want, because you're asking for it anyway. So know the kind of love you want and deserve, and go high, okay? Go big or go home. So a true friend will support you on your journey to self-discovery. Yeah, it's being able to be weird with the other person, and them accepting you're weird and you accepting they're weird, and just kind of being weird together, right? Just say, yeah, we don't have to agree on everything, but we agree to disagree. Or you like something, they teach you something new, and you teach them something new. So now we have, you are lifting the veil of illusion and becoming more conscious of the world around you. Now, please be careful. The world is an amazing, beautiful place. But if you are completely attached to your phone or the internet or television, you are only getting a side of the world that is death, greed, sorrow, and murder. So I am imploring you, the universe needs you to see, just like in your friends and your relationships, to see the remarkable. They're saying, see the remarkable things in the world. Because for every one bad thing you hear about on the news, there are a billion, gazillion, gajillion other good things that are happening. There are. We just don't get to hear about them in the news. A baby is being saved in the hospital, or someone is, finding true love for the first time. Someone's finding out they're pregnant. Someone's getting engaged. There's a plant that's growing, a new tree. There's, all kinds of amazing, beautiful things that are happening. You just have to recognize them. And when you do, you draw more of that to you. And that's what this is about. So now we have celebrate the little things. Yes. Celebrate the little things. We're so inundated with messages and marketing about more, bazillions, gazillions, champagne diamonds. And if you don't have it, you're a loser. And no, bad. Just being able to appreciate an ice cube in cold water on a hot day is a beautiful thing. Walking outside and smelling fresh air is a beautiful thing. And those are the things that, once we are aware enough and awake enough to appreciate them, we draw more beauty to us. We start seeing more beautiful things. And the same thing happens with love. And that's what we're looking for. So be aware. Know the love you deserve. Definitely look at all the small little things. This is about lifting the illusion, being careful of what the world is that you see. It's not all doom and gloom. And that your friendships, the good ones, hang on to the ones who let you be you. Okay? I am wishing you all the love, and I will see you next week. Number 3, we have embrace. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Oh, it looks like it kind of is like a surprise card. It's like the universe is giving you a surprise party, an emotional surprise party, and all the gifts are love. But you're not going to see it happening in the way you imagined. So be ready. Okay? Look, free yourself. Free yourself from what it is you believe has to happen, or free yourself from believing who it is you're going to get that love from, or freeing yourself. It's time to get control of your life back, because sometimes the universe takes us down unusual paths to get us to the goal. Sorry, my dog keeps reminding me that there's squirrels in the yard. There's some beliefs that you have about how you think that your love is going to come into your life, and the universe is going, you have no idea. So be ready and open for that. All right? It's not rejection, it's a redirection. So someone you may have thought you were going to have a relationship with, it looks here that you chose this because it didn't work out. Maybe you've had a series of online dating experiences and they didn't work out, but the universe is saying that's because the person that you're supposed to be with wasn't ready yet. And we're trying to get you to learn something about yourself through these other people that were not right for you to understand what is right for you, so that when he shows up, you're going to be like, oh, now I get it. Okay. You might have made it very clear to the universe that you want somebody who looks a specific way. Okay. And that's not who is right for you. But that is what the universe is trying to teach you, that it's not going to come in the form that you demanded. It's going to come in what you deserve. Okay. The love that you deserve, the love that you need is coming to you, but not in the way you expect. The longing is temporary. So see how sad she looks? You're not going to be this way for long if you understand this message. If you understand you need to relax your sphincter and let it come to you and stop trying to force the idea that this next person you meet is him, this next person you meet is him, this next person you meet is him or her or them. No, you need to just relax into this. The universe is preparing them for you and you are getting prepared to receive them. Please trust that. Please trust that. So don't push the river, let it flow. And that's what I'm trying to say. You know, if you don't want to take a cake out of the oven 5 minutes after it's been in. Why? Because it's not ready. So that's what you're trying to do. The universe is saying you're trying to take the cake out of the oven and it's not finished cooking. So just enjoy these experiences that you are having. If they don't work out, it's because they weren't supposed to. The universe already knows that person that didn't work out was probably going to lie or cheat or do something later on to hurt you, even if they weren't doing it right now. You're like, but they were no, they weren't perfect. Okay, so that's all you need to know, that the universe has someone coming. They're working on them, but they're not finished baking. And I'm sorry about my dog. And I'm wishing you all the love. Take care. See you next week. Message number 4. To draw more love to you this week, your message is challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So right. Now, just because you get into an argument doesn't mean that this should be over, and it could be a big one. There are layers of a relationship, like the first moment you meet is attraction, then it's getting to know someone, and then after that is whether or not you can build a future together, and then you make a commitment to each other, and then you start interacting, life happens, and then you have to make decisions together based on those unexpected, not necessarily good experiences. But it's about how you deal with them together that will manage this relationship. Now, the universe is bringing you someone. If you're already in this relationship, they're saying, please work it through. Please don't just get mad and walk away. Talk this through. You can make this work. If you're single, they're saying, we're bringing you someone, but please do not expect it to be all, sunshine and roses and, unicorns and rainbows. Don't expect that, because the only way you can truly trust and become loyal and love someone deeply 100% is by to know who they truly are, in and out, thick and thin, know how they react and feel safe with them. That is how it works, is through challenges. And challenges don't have to be fights. They can be something happening in your life and you have to deal with it and how you deal with it together. So a great example that happens so often, especially in committed relationships, is, let's say your car needs repair. You take it into the shop and the shop person says, the mechanic says, oh, that's not all you need. You need X, Y, and Z, and now the $175 tire that you may have thought you needed turns into a $600 repair bill. And instead of together, like, well, you must have been driving around over glass and starting the blame game, and that tends to happen in relationships, right? Well, what did you do to the car? Instead of doing that, say, how do we work this through? How do we get the $600? Don't blame, create a plan on how to make it happen. Okay, that's what they're saying. That's learning and growth. That is your message. Somebody is not yet understanding that a relationship isn't perfect and that there will always be, even in marriage, especially in marriage, when the children come. How do you deal with that? Being more playful. Recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So take that and make it fun. You know, have a yard sale together to sell some things that you're not using together to draw that money, and do it in a fun way. You know, I don't know, there's a billion ways. I'll have to research that on fun ways to bring in money that together as a couple. That can help you alleviate that challenge. So now we have expectations lead to disappointment, right? So when we think, oh gosh, birthdays are the worst in this scenario, because a lot of times people expect everyone to bow down on their knees and to treat you like you're some goddess or god or emperor or empress or just some deity. We cannot demand that of other people. In fact, they don't even have to care if we've been born. We have to care if we've been born, because the universe doesn't make junk. And if we're not happy with it, we only look for external validation when we're not confident in who we are. So ask yourself, if you're constantly being disappointed by friends, it's because you're expecting your friends to make you happy, or your spouse or your partner or your dates, and they never will, because you have to know how to make you happy, and then you will share that happy. And when from there on, you have a better, more serious, solid relationship. But this card is a big message that someone out there is expecting other people to make them happy. Well, you can stop it right now, because that won't happen. You make you happy, because if they do something nice for you, apparently that only lasts 5 minutes, and you're taking it for granted that they need to do something else to make you happy, something else, and more and more and more and more, and it just spins in a big, huge, bad cycle, and they will inevitably leave. So go back to working through things together. Don't expect anything. Don't have any form of expectation, and try and lighten up and be playful about it, because you're trying to draw the love you want, not the love that you currently think you deserve, because according to this, it's not great. So this is a journey to discover the real you. Bing, there it is. There it is. Take a good hard look at what you're doing, because if you're unhappy with everyone else, it's you. And I have days like that where I wake up and I'm cranky and everybody gets on my nerves. And why is that? Because the problem's me. It's not everyone else. The problem's me. So that's where, take a look at what your expectations are of other people, and they're probably too high. Then, take a look at you and be what you need in yourself. And then you can share that great relationship. So now we have the very thing that challenges you can be transformed into your greatest strength. The thing that's hardest for us to overcome is the thing that we should be most proud of. And that's real. That's real talk. Because if you know that you're insecure because of a past relationship, maybe someone cheated on you or they left without telling you, and you're just raw about that. If you work on that first, it will never interfere with your future relationships. That's why it's important to know who you are, because you don't want to drag old crap. But that very thing that hurts you the most, you master that, and you can teach others how to. And then you create more love, because you're showing other people how to love themselves. And when they love themselves, again, it's a cycle. So you're drawing the love you think you deserve, overcome those problems, settle those challenges with your partner, not in spite of your partner. It's not, it's not like I do this and I do that. Wrong attitude. You got to work with them. That's what being a partner is. Okay, so there you go. It's time to get playful, work on yourself. What is it that's pissing you off? You take take control of that, and you've got this. And that's your message for this week. And I am wishing you all the love. Take care.